Just give me 1 second, guys. I am not entirely sure. And welcome, mouse. Give me a second. I'll leave the music on for a second so we can get some stuff up. So I hope everybody's having a great day so far. And those of you that can't make it tonight, be sure to watch it later. And hope you enjoy what we got. Boop 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 boo doo boop boo doo boop 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 boo doo boo doo boop boop. Got this. Whew, that's a new intro. I gotta get my. Come on, computer, please. Alt tab out. Come on, you can do it. I can't alt tab out. Oh god. Please. I'm gonna have to quit it. I have to quit it. Darn it. Stream's turning out great right off the bat, guys. The stream is turning out great. Let's do this. Let's get back right where we were. Oh my lord. Oh. Let's do this again. I couldn't alt tab out, so I had to. Oh, okay. So, previously, we've done mostly the Sayori route, apparently, as you can see. But, yeah. I had a little bit of technical difficulties. I apologize about that. And I hope you guys have had a great day so far. I already said that, but I hope it stays that way. And my lighting is like awful right now. Give me a second. I'm gonna flip this. You're just gonna see my darkness right now. Boom. That should fix that lighting issue. Oh, that fixes that a lot. Ow! Fudge! Yeah, last time I didn't have the face cam. I turn it on and off every now and again. So. But you know. That's part of it. Okay. Phone. Going in there. You can't see where I just threw it, but it's going somewhere away. I lied. It's going upside down though. So let's get right into it. Previously we did some stuff just worrying about Sayori and all that. Let's get right into it. Okay. I wake up with a strangely pleasant, nostalgic feeling in my chest. My fever feels slightly less severe, and I feel enough energy to move my body around a little bit, though I'm still in pain. I look at my alarm clock. Judging from the time, I must have slept a good 6 hours. I notice that Sayori's gone. Was it a dream that she came over to take care of me? Hi Yuri, welcome back. No. It felt way too real to be a dream. As I wonder about the validity of my memories, I hear extremely loud, off-key singing coming from downstairs, followed by a loud crash that can only mean one thing. Sayori is trying to cook. The end is nigh. Monica, you ripped me off, Sayori. Oh lord. This is going downhill really quickly. The singing soon becomes even louder, and I realize that she's on her way. I rise up and smile at her as she enters the room. Oh, you're up! How are you feeling? Compared to how I felt this morning, I feel a lot better. I'm so happy to hear that. Sayori is practically beaming with the news as she sits down on the chair next to me. You looked really peaceful in your sleep. Yeah, I had a nice dream. I don't really remember the details though. You know how you put a blanket on a fan and it makes a little igloo? Well, I'm a small bean, so I fit perfectly in my kingdom. You're a small bean. Cool. That's good to hear. What's up? She takes a deep breath. About what I said before you went to sleep, I've been thinking, and I want you to know, even if I'm scared, but I know I can't keep running away from my problems. You're not alone, Sayori. There's nothing that can make me change my mind. Well, this is going to be a long story. Don't fall asleep, okay? I'll be really upset if you do. Don't worry, I'm wide awake as you can see. She nods in acknowledgement and looks for words before she begins. I've always thought that I couldn't really matter. After all, how can somebody matter more than others? Aren't we all the same? You probably know this by now, but I never really had any friends when I grew up. Until I met you, that is. I remember you were always afraid I'd leave you behind, or something like that. Wasabi. Every time I start streaming, they always ask me if I wanted food. Obviously I want food, but I can't leave you guys. I love you. Okay, back to the stream. I remember. You were always afraid I'd leave you behind, or something like that. She nods. Yes, well, I've always been aware of how selfish people are. It's wrong that so many people just live for themselves, even though we call it a society. I don't want to be like that. I want to make others happy, especially those who suffer. Is that why you got so attached to me when we were kids? I won't deny it's at least part of the reason, or it was at first anyway. Wanting to help others is fine, but sadly, I didn't think about how the selfish people would treat me. No matter how much I tried to help them, they weren't satisfied. They wanted more. Worse, when I was done helping them back up, they'd often leave me behind. No. I got food. It's okay. I'm not worried about it. I can eat a sandwich or something later. I'm not worried. She suppresses a sob and wipes her tears away. Eventually, I started to get tired. They never showed any gratitude, or once they saw any signs of weakness in me, they'd turn against me. None of my friends cared enough to think about how much it hurts to always smile and stay positive every day. But if I didn't, they'd leave me. They'd spread rumors. They'd shut me out of their lives. That's why... Before she can finish, I gather my strength and hug her tightly. Subaru, I'm not like those people, Sayori. I never exploit you for your kindness. And more importantly, I pull slightly away from her, just enough to see her face. I will never betray you like that. Her voice lowers down to a whisper. Subaru, even if I'm only your friend, you're not alone. I'm about to say something else when I realize our faces are only inches away from each other. Just a little closer and we'd be kissing. Sayori notices this too and looks away in embarrassment. We break apart, with both of us apologizing at the same time. I lay down again and she continues her story. That's why I was afraid to tell you, or anyone else. As for why I feel like I'm worthless, it's like there's some voice inside my head telling me that if I don't satisfy everyone, I don't deserve anything good. But you know, that's not true. I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. I don't know if it was a good idea for me to ask you to join the literature club. I don't know if it was a good idea for me to tell you. I don't know. I'm so scared of losing you. You won't lose me. You don't understand. Even if you were here with me, you'll just end up finding someone. Finding someone? Wait, is she... I shouldn't feel this way. It's wrong. It's not wrong. Sayori, I've gotten so used to always being left behind or exploited. I can't even imagine a happy future. I don't deserve it. You deserve happiness. You won't be exploited or left behind. I really admire you. It takes guts to keep smiling after all you've gone through. And still keep helping me. Keep helping people. Oh my god. But you need to realize how much you're worth to me, Sayori. You're the only reason I've made it this far. An idea suddenly forms in my head. You remind me of a certain character in an anime that I really love and admire. Do you want to watch it with me? Okay, if that's what makes you happy. I nod and ask her to leave the room while I change out of my pajamas. 5 minutes later, I call her back in and find the DVD in my drawer. She puts it in the TV, and we start watching. The heroine of the anime is very much like Sayori. She is selfless to a fault, but keeps getting into trouble all the time because of it. Much like Sayori, she tries to face all her enemies alone, and while she succeeds in overcoming many of them, the final trial is impossible to solve alone. She nearly dies as a despair overcomes her. But finally, her friends reach out to her and help her realize how much she is truly worth. The heroine ends up becoming a stronger person and overcoming the final enemy in the series, of being formed from humanity's despair. By the time we finish watching the anime, the sun has already gone down. I keep an eye on Sayori all throughout the anime. She clearly seems moved at the end. It's only when the final episode ends that she speaks up. Wow, she's so cool and strong. Indeed she is. She's someone I've idealized since I was a kid. I wish I could be like that. You already are. Few people are willing to go to such lengths to help their friends without asking for anything in return. You can't give up, because I'll be lost without my friend. But I don't want you to keep thinking you don't deserve my friendship. You deserve that, and so much more. Please, Do you know why I respect that character so much? Because she's not afraid to be herself. She's a good person, and that is her main source of determination throughout the series. Yes, there will be people who will want to exploit you for your selfless kindness, and there will also be people who care about you and love you for your actions. I can't read. I'm just like, bleh. You're not worthless because you're doing so much to help. Not just me, but the way you stopped Yuri and Natsuki from fighting the other day, and how you always try to be as kind as possible to everyone you meet. If someone acted that way towards you, would you go as far as to call them worthless as well? No, I wouldn't. I'd feel happy that they are so kind to me. That's how you make me feel, every day. Subaru. She bites her lip and looks at my alarm clock. It's late. Maybe we should eat. I have to go soon. Sure, I'm getting hungry. I'm sorry if I made you feel awkward. Don't worry, I appreciate hearing that I'm not worthless to you. I can't read. Sarah brings me dinner, and she made for herself. Made herself. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. And the two of us eat in silence. Once we're done eating, she gives me a good night and returns home after promising to come back tomorrow. Somehow having someone take care of me feels really nice. But could there be another reason for why I feel so warm inside of me when I think about her? I feel so warm inside of me when I think of her. And how about how she came to take care of me? Could it be because of her and not just her gesture of kindness? I fail to find the answer before I fall asleep again. Good morning, sleepyhead. A young woman's voice breaks me out of my sleep. I am amazed to see Sayori standing over my bed, holding a steaming hot cup of tea in her hands. I feel a faint smile creep up on my face upon seeing her. Morning. Well, it's technically afternoon, but you look so peaceful in your sleep that I couldn't bring myself to wake you up. She puts the cup of tea down on my nightstand and fills my forehead. How are you feeling? I try to reply, but my cough is still pretty violent. Sayori sighs deeply, clearly disappointed with herself. I was hoping you'd feel better. I do. Just takes a while to recover. I look directly at her. How about you, Sayori? She smiles a radiant smile. I told you yesterday, don't worry about me. I'm tougher than I look. Besides, I'm here because I want to take care of you, she mutters out last line to herself, her voice sounding more distant as she does. Sayori? She notices the concern in my voice and shakes it off. It's nothing. I was just talking to myself, is all. Jacob! Chillax! Okay? I will play Destiny 2 with you here in a little while. Okay? Jeez. I guess I'm weird like that. I think it's kinda cute. She takes her hand off my forehead and backs away. Is it just my imagination, or does she tense up for a few seconds after I call her cute? Anyway, I figured that since it's already past noon, that I should wake you up. It won't do you any good if you sleep the entire day anyway. Blah, 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 blah. Her expression darkens. I speak from personal experience, after all. Sayori's acting weird. Could this be her depression acting up again? Sorry, something wrong? She shakes her head and smiles brightly. No, it's nothing. I just feel a little tired, I guess. Come to think of it, I did read that people suffering from depression often have sleep issues. I think I should feel well enough to get up. You can go home if you want to rest. No, please don't. The expression and fear in her voice is enough to make me flinch. She tries to smile, but I can tell from her eyes that she's scared of something. Sorry, please tell me what's wrong. Nothing's wrong. Everything's all good. Sayori. She clenches her fist. Please, Subaru, just focus on your own recovery, okay? Your worrying me makes me feel really uncomfortable. I want to help others, but please, don't worry about me. I shake my head and tell her that I can't do that. Why? It should be easy enough. You can just continue doing like you've always done. It's not that simple. A friendship is a mutual friendship. Upon hearing the words mutual friendship, Sayori seems to hesitate for a second. However, she regains her composure almost instantly and takes the cup of tea in both of her hands. Anyway, just drink this up. I made it less intense than yesterday. Please don't tell me to leave. Sure. I mean, I only said that out of concern since you seem tired. She falls silent and makes it clear she won't reply until I drink the herbal tea she brewed. With a sinking feeling of defeat, I put the cup to my lips and slowly make small gulps to drink up the steaming hot tea. Just like Sayori said, it's less intense. I feel revitalized as soon as it flows into my stomach. Ugh. Sayori takes my cup, but instead of leaving the room, she sits down on a chair near my bed. Subaru, are you afraid of being left behind? Being all alone in the world? Huh? No, never mind. Forget I said anything. I must be really tired if I'm rambling about stuff like this now. No, it's a perfectly legit question. I was just put off by how sudden it was. To be honest, I guess I haven't given it much thought. Sure I would hate to be all alone in the world, but there's no reason for me to fear that since I have you as a friend. We'll always stick together, since I know you are dependable. I don't know about that, but I guess you have no reason to fear being left behind. Sayori falls silent and turns her head away from me. It's clear she's hiding something, but I can't imagine what. Sayori, did something happen? It's nothing. You don't have to worry about it. Just forget I said anything. It's nothing you need to worry about right now. Your recovery is more important. I'm an idiot for even bringing that up now. Judging from her voice, she's trying to fight back her tears. She gets up from the chair and starts leaving, still wearing a bright smile on her face. I won't allow this. Sayori, wait. I gather my strength and get out of bed. Subaru, no, get back. You're still too weak. I ignore her and walk up to her. She shows no signs of running away. She only stands and looks at me with a bewildered expression on her face. Before she can get back off, I put my arms around her. Subaru, you big dummy. Tears start rolling down her face. You know you can trust me. I mean, you've already told me about your depression. She wipes her tears away and looks at me with a calm, serious look on her face. Subaru, please let go of me. You shouldn't waste your time trying to help me solve my own issues. Her voice is unusually sharp and harsh. Despite this, I defiantly shake my head. I won't do that, Sayori. I turn my head away and let out a violent cough before continuing. Like family to me, maybe even more. Sayori, I'm hungry. If you can stay out of bed, it means we can go downstairs and eat. Okay, but I want to tell you, I want you to tell me what's wrong. She nods silently. Okay, but I'm warning you. It's not a happy story. That's fine by me. If anything, at least sharing it with someone is better than keeping it to yourself. Especially if it's something that bothers you. Isn't that what friends are for? She doesn't reply, and merely pushes me away before going downstairs. After making sure she can't see me anymore, I quickly change out of my pajamas and into my casual clothes. I then head downstairs, my heart pounding for some reason. As soon as I enter my kitchen, I see Sayori sitting by the table. I see fresh slices of bread, 2 boiled eggs lying nearby. Sayori must have bought and prepared them while I was out cold. Her expression is solemn and distant, as it seems like she's lost in thought. She doesn't even notice me until I call to her. First, let's eat. You need to eat to regain your lost energy. All right. Did you prepare all of this? Yes, I wanted to make breakfast for you. Feeling touched by her kindness, I quickly dig in, and true to her word, I feel my strength returning. Despite my illness, my appetite seems to be set unaffected. I can't read. It's only when I finish eating that I notice Sayori hasn't even touched her share, and has been staring at me with a curious expression on her face this whole time. Not hungry? It's fine. I don't really feel like eating now. Don't worry. Well, I guess there's no way you'll let me go without learning why I fear abandonment, huh? I shake my head. I'm here for you, Sayori. If you're unhappy, I know it. How can you expect me to be happy? You're too kind to me. I don't deserve that. She closes her eyes and sighs. She begins her tale, and as she does, her voice sounds cold and emotionless, as if she's reading out of a script without putting much thought into the words. As you know, I've always put others before myself. It's only because of my personal beliefs. I don't want to be selfish and to hurt others, even if the selfish way seems to be the best way to survive. As I grew up, I had to see so many people perform selfish actions just to make themselves happy. In kindergarten, one of my friends wanted a doll another girl had, so she stole it from her when the girl wasn't watching. I knew what she did, but I kept silent not to betray my friend. I acted selfish because I didn't want to lose someone who was precious to me at that time. Eventually my friend pinned the blame on me to avoid getting into trouble. The girl she stole from hated me for it, and I could feel how much she hated me. Ever since then, I promised myself that I'd do everything I could to make others around me happy, no matter what. She falls silent and tears start rolling down her face. I try to get up, but she notices this and makes a gesture towards me that makes it clear that she wants me to stay. After a few sobs, she regains her composure and continues her tale. At the age when children attend elementary school, they become selfish. The other kids in my class noticed I couldn't do anything to defend myself, since that'd mean hurting them physically or emotionally, so they started to force me to do various favors for them. I did as they told me, since I wanted to make everyone happy. One of them, a boy in my class, seemed to genuinely care about me. He always defended me whenever they lashed out at me if I disappointed them. Eventually, I guess I got a crush on him and devoted myself to making him happy. I'd buy him sweets after school and even do his homework instead, no matter how much it tired me out. All to make him happy, since I was secretly, selfishly hoping that he would like me back. It was only after 4 years that I found out he only used me. He never valued me as a person, and once I started to show clear signs of exhaustion, he started to mock me and call me weak and useless. He even spread horrible rumors when I wasn't looking, and slowly but surely got destroyed by my reputation, to the point where I feared going back to school every day. Even after I learned what he did behind my back, I couldn't hate him. When he asked me for forgiveness, I forgave him immediately. Jeez, what a hole. Sayori smiles bitterly and bites her lip. If only he was the only one. If only the story ended here. One day he announced to me that he had got a girlfriend. And who'd have thought it was the same girl whose doll had been stolen. The two of them ganged up on me, telling me such awful things. I'm not, I'm nothing more than a tool, how I don't deserve friends and love, how I'm worthless. They were so persistent, I started to believe them, and still do. After all, this is my fault. If I hadn't been so selfish in my desire to make others happy, then maybe, she breaks down into a series of hysterical sobs. Ugh. Welcome, Nelson. Welcome back. I'll go over to her and hug her, letting her cry into me. Sorry, listen to me. I won't abandon you. I'm not like those. I value you as a person, not for what you do, but for what you are. But I'm so scared. What, what if you end up finding someone better? There really isn't any question of me finding someone better. Even if I did get other friends, I would still never abandon you like that. As for you thinking you're worthless, you're not. Definitely not. You're worth so much to me. And you're much better than you think you are. Isn't the fact that I'm standing here with you proof of that fact? If I haven't abandoned you when you're at your lowest point, you don't have to worry about me abandoning you in the future. Besides, as someone who's been abandoned by several friends and treated like a walking joke for most of his life, I know how you feel. I feel her grip tighten, and for a while, I just let her sob into me, while I gently stroke her. Oh. Eventually she calms down and sighs. I'm sorry you had to see that. I don't mind. I'm happy. Now I know more about you, Sayori. I'm happy you're my friend, and helping you makes me happy as well. I don't know if it's just my imagination or not, but she feels warmer all of a sudden. Thank you. You have no idea how much that means to me. Just know that you're not alone anymore. You don't have to face all your inner demons alone. I see her bright smile return. Okay, I trust you. How weird. What's up? This warmth I feel oddly relieved at having told you. I'm glad you're feeling better. Hey, that's my line. Don't forget, I came here to take care of you, not the other way around. Haha, how could I ever forget? But you can talk to me anytime, Sayori. No matter how big or small the problem is. If you have concerns, you know, I'm there for you. Like you are for me. I know, and I appreciate that so much, but I'm so afraid I don't want to be a burden. You never were a burden to me. Since we're in the mood of confessing awkward things, I guess I should mention that without you in my life, I'd be completely alone. Nobody else takes me seriously. Not even my parents see me as anything other than a big doofus. But you always take me so seriously. You always treat me with respect. I owe you a lot more than I let on, you know. You're too kind. Hey, let's just end it here. I feel like my heart's going to burst if we don't change the topic soon enough. Alright, what do you want to do? Please let me go back to taking care of you. I really enjoy it. I have the I love the feeling of being useful to you. I let out a dejected sigh. Oh my god. Okay, fine. Okay. I just get up and arm. Welcome back, Skylar. As I get up and I'm about to leave from my room, she calls out to me. Also, Subaru. She smiles at me. Thanks again. Talking to you always makes me feel so happy. I merely smile in response and head upstairs. The rest of the day goes on without any drama. Sayori takes care of me, and even before the day is over, I can already feel my illness getting steadily weaker. Despite the comfort, however, there's a tension between us that wasn't there yesterday. I can't stop thinking about what she told me. When she finally goes home, it's way past midnight, and as I'm about to go to sleep, I realize that I've been a terrible friend to her. I've never really paid any attention to how much she was really suffering. Sayori, before the darkness of sleep overwhelms me, I promise myself that I'll tell her how I feel about her tomorrow. I open my eyes to see the morning sunlight shining through my curtains. Sayori's caretaking seems to have worked wonders on me, since I don't even need to check my fever to know that while it's not gone yet, it's significantly weaker. I slowly make my way out of bed, my legs feel weak, and I feel a little dizzy as I get dressed. I look at the time and figure that Sayori will be arriving any minute now, so I decide to head downstairs to surprise her. Half an hour passes as I make breakfast and wait for Sayori. However, she doesn't show up. I feel anxious as I look at the clock on the wall. She should have been here by now. We even made a promise. Did I push her too far? Did I scare her away with how suddenly I took an interest towards her situation? On the other hand, I know she's pretty clumsy and is prone to oversleeping. Maybe she's getting ready now. Despite my attempts to calm myself down, I can't shake off the feeling of anxiety that has appeared in my stomach. Should I call her? Or would that only make me seem clingy? As I mentally debate with myself, I hear the doorknob turn, but the door doesn't open. I look out through the window and see Sayori standing outside my house doorway, with a very conflicted look on her face. Why is she hesitating? Does she not want to see me anymore? She's fiddling with the key in her fingers, as if she's unsure whether or not it's right for her to open the door. Oh crap. I think I know what the problem is. She must have misinterpreted my words, as if they were signs that I'm in love with her, and she clearly doesn't feel that way about me. I mean, why would she? Why does that line of thought hurt me so much? Could I actually be interested in her? No, that's not possible. I'd have noticed that the signs over the course of the many years that we've known each other. Besides, the risk would be too high. However, my thoughts get interrupted when she turns her eyes towards the window and sees me looking at her. Her eyes widen in fear. She backs off and runs away. The anxiety inside me takes over my logical thoughts. I grab my coat and rush after her without even locking the door. I run as fast as my weakened legs can take me, but it's not enough. Between my terrible stamina and Sayori being much faster than her looks would suggest, the distance between us only widens. At this rate, I'll lose her. I'm filled with fear-induced adrenaline at the thought of possibly losing my only friend without even knowing why I lost her, and start using whatever resources inside me to run faster. As she reaches the middle of the road, Sayori hears my wheezing, turns her head, and sees me running after her. Her eyes widen in shock, the gap between us closes until she's right in front of me. Why? I gasp, and my eyes also widen. However, they don't widen from seeing Sayori stop, but from the large truck that's coming towards her at full speed. At this rate, even if she sees her and the driver pulls the brakes, she won't escape unscathed if she doesn't move out of the way right now. Sayori, look out! Gathering all the energy left in me, I pounce like a cougar and tackle her out of the way. I use my own body as a cushion for her. The truck passes by, missing both of us by a few inches. I slowly open my eyes to see Sayori lying on top of me. She's conscious and unhurt, but still shocked. Upon realizing we're both safe, she gets off of me without saying a single word. She tries to run away again, but I grab her by the hand and shake my head. Please don't run away. She says nothing, but her expression tells me she won't resist anymore. Let's go somewhere less dangerous. However, her whole body trembles, as does mine. I have never been more terrified in my entire life. For a second there, I thought I'd permanently lost my only friend. Whenever we're next to her house, I stop and look over her hand. Sayori, what happened? Why did you run away like that? You could have been killed. Do you have any idea how scared I was? I'm sorry. It's just, I don't know how to act after what you said yesterday. How am I worth so much to you? It scares me. I'm not used to it. And I don't want people to care about me and value me. But at the same time, I'm more afraid of losing you than I am of dying. I grab her by the shoulders and look her right in the eyes. Why are you so afraid of losing me, when I've told you time and time again that you won't lose me? Please don't be afraid to tell me. She clenches her fists and tears start rolling down her cheeks. Okay, fine. The thing is, for the longest time, I have had feelings for you, Subaru. I stare at her, stupefied. All I can do is blink. That's why I came over yesterday. I wanted to see you and to take care of you. I didn't really do it for you. I was selfish and did it too. You feel... What? I never knew. Nothing could ever have prepared me for this. I'm sorry. I'll just leave. I promise you'll never see me again. You're too good for me. I've always felt that way about you. to some extent. Ever since you repaired my stuffed toy when we were kids. When you were the only kid in the whole school who was nice to me. But for the last few weeks, my feelings for you have gotten even stronger than they were before. Sayori. That's why I asked you to join the literature club. I wanted a reason to spend more time with you. But then, I started to worry. I know I'm not good enough. And besides, there are so many girls in the literature club and all of them are better than me. Please just forget I said anything. I don't want to lose you. If I can't be with you in a romantic way, at least I don't want to lose you as a friend. I pull her into a hug. Sayori, I've never felt happier. I feel the same way about you. What? Seriously? I nod. It's hard to describe, but lately, she's become more and more important to me. When she said she had feelings for me, it made me feel happier than normal. I look her in the eyes. I've made up my mind about this. Whatever happens, happens. Sayori, you've always been special to me, but lately, I think I've started to notice that my feelings for you go beyond our regular friendship. Subaru, will you please go out with me? Ugh. Sayori gasps and stares at me dumbfounded. Sayori, I'd love to, but are you sure you want this? I mean, I don't want you to do something you'll regret. To prove how I feel, I pull her into a deep hug. She returns it and holds me so tight it almost hurts a little. She's clearly afraid to let go of me, just like I'm scared to let go of her. I feel her tears run down my neck and stroke her back, letting her cry all her anxiety out. Before I know it, I feel my own eyes getting watery. Believe me, I want this. I think I've always felt this way too. I was just too dense to realize it. Sayori, I failed to finish my sentence before I too break down sobbing. Hi, Reaper. And so, the two of us silently held each other. The only sound that escapes from us is our muffled sobs and frantic breathing. As I pull her closer, I can practically feel how fast her heart is beating. Both of us are trembling, both from fear and anticipation. Come to think of it, how did I notice the signs until now? Sayori made me feel something completely different from what anyone else made me feel. I'd always written it off as friendship, but it seems I was underestimating my feelings. No, not underestimating. I misunderstood them completely. The shock of what just nearly happened was what finally made me realize what I really feel towards her. This is too much for me to handle. I'm both happy and scared. I'm sorry. Don't apologize. It's weird to explain, but I'm happy because I'm scared. What? I think I'm scared of love. Same here. Sorry, I'll ask you this. Will you be my girlfriend? Sayori looks up at me with teary eyes. I want to, but I can't. Not with how I feel about myself. I don't want to love myself. How can I ever expect any relationship to end well? Even so, I don't want this moment to end. An idea suddenly forms in my head. How about this then? Why don't we try to be in an informal relationship? Informal relationship? I nod and smile. I mean, we try to be in a relationship and are more than just friends, but progress slower than normal. We can do it at a pace you and a pace we're both comfortable with. Now that I know, I don't think I want to forget. Me neither. But please, I hope you know what you're getting into. I mean, I'm really high maintenance, so to speak, as am I. But honestly, I don't mind. If it's you, I don't mind. I shook her cheek and wiped her tears away. Call me weird. I had a sneeze, I'm sorry. Whew. Call me weird, but I enjoy being able to help you. If I can make you smile, I'll be happy to maintain when needed. Wow. I don't know what this feeling is. Her tears start trickling down her face again. But this time, she smiles. I've never been happier. I... I love you, Subaru. Hearing those words escape her mouth, directing me at me, makes me feel a warm and fuzzy feeling inside. My whole body is heating up. I press her closer to me. Holding her like this feels so good. I love you too, Sayori. And I won't let you down, no matter how rough the ride gets. Sayori says nothing, and merely cries in silence. When she's done crying, she raises her head and looks me in the eyes. I see her close her eyes and move her face closer to mine. I close my eyes and meet her halfway, feeling her lips on mine. Her lips are so soft. If a little wet, she presses so gently. It feels as if she's afraid I'll crumble to dust if she pushes too hard. I return the gesture. I feel so warm. This feeling can only be love. Only when I open my eyes does it start dawning on me that I just had my first kiss. That a boy. That a boy. Good job, MC. Good job. You made me proud. And that's with Sayori, the girl who I've always cared for as much more than just a friend, who has been by my side since the beginning. Wow. That felt so good. Her voice is barely louder than a whisper. It sounds different now. It's more tender and gentle than usual. Subaru? I know I might not be the best choice for you, but I'll try my very best to be the perfect partner for you. I shake my head. No, please don't try. I notice my own voice is also lower. I only want her to hear my words. I run my right hand through her hair. I love you as you are. Why? Because you're the only one I fell in love with. I don't want you to try to be perfect, because nobody is. Though knowing you, you're too stubborn and will still try, huh? She laughs hardly. Looks like you're finally getting me after all these years. I'll do anything for you, Subaru. Anything to make you happy, to repay you for making me feel this way. As I hold her in my arms, I realize that I really am in love with her. And I'm so happy that someone as wonderful as her is in love with me. How can I ever make her feel as happy as I'm feeling right now? Just promise me one thing. What is it? Please, let's not keep any secrets from each other anymore. To my surprise, Sayori nods. Okay, I promise you. Just promise me one thing as well, Subaru. I nod and take her hands into mine. They're so warm and clammy. Anything. Please. Don't go. Ever. Even when you find someone better than me. I hold her tightly and whisper it gently to her ear. Don't worry. I'm not even going to look in any other girl's directions. Besides, I don't think anyone can compare to you. You've always been there for me, and I want to be with you, nobody else. I love you so much. Nobody has ever said such a kind and sweet things to me before. She suddenly gasps. Oh no! I completely forgot. You're still sick. Don't worry about it. I don't think I've ever felt better. Are you sure? I mean, I still took the day off so I could take care of you. As I nod, I get another idea. I still want to spend the day with you. I feel the same. Is that alright with you? I mean, if you want time to process what just happened, I understand, and she merely kisses me to shut me out. I've been dreaming of this day for so many years. I wish to spend every moment with you. If you'll let me, that is. I kiss her back and make it very clear that I want to spend the day with her. What would you like to do, though? I don't really care, as long as it's something I do together with you. I feel the same way. Though we should probably find something to do. How about going to the park? That sounds lovely. We break apart and start walking towards the bus stop. However, partway through, Sayori suddenly stops. Sayori? Are you alright? Hearing the concern in my voice, she merely smiles. Ooh, sorry. She merely smiles a gentle smile. I'm fine. It just hit me that this is the first thing we're doing as a couple. Don't stress yourself. We can take it as slow as you want. I know. I'm just excited, I guess. Me too. I'm excited and a little nervous. I don't want to mess up on the first day. Well, let's go so we don't miss the bus. She nods, and we walk side by side. I notice that at some point, we start holding hands. I feel my cheeks heat up. I enjoy holding hands with her. And that is how our time began as a couple. We spent a lovely yet somewhat awkward day at the park. The two of us just walked together, holding hands. We notice that there are several other couples walking around, and I think that the sight makes Sayori feel just as self-conscious as me. Eventually, Sayori stops and sighs. They look so happy together. She bites her lip before continuing. You think, I know what she's about to ask. I just nod before running my finger through her hair and gently ruffling it. Yes, I think that one day we'll reach the point where we can be like them. It's so unfair. I'm really happy with you, but as we were on our way, all these thoughts ran through my head. I'm so scared this won't last. Neither of us want it to end, right? She merely nods. But I don't think any of them have something like this holding them back. I shrug. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. If there's anything I've learned from the last week, it's that you can never tell what a person is really thinking on the outside. Yeah, we'll just say whatever I said. Even if you've known them for your whole life. Yeah, I can explain how much I want to make her smile and understand how much she means to me. So I merely pull her closer and hug her. Just tell me when things get too awkward, okay? I will. You too. Her expression suddenly darkens. Still, I guess our friendship is ruined. Things will never be the same. That scares me. It scares me a little bit too. But I think we should take the risk of it, if it makes us happy. Unless you're unhappy, do you want to go back to how things were this morning? I don't. We can say we're just two friends spending time together. Yeah, that would be nice. But I don't know if I'd want to be just friends. No matter how I think about it, I lose. I guess life's unfair like that. It doesn't have to be that way. It's only over if you give up. And I'm determined to go the extra mile for you. Is it only because you have feelings for me? No. I love you in more ways than just romantically. I love you as... Before I can finish my sentence, she kisses me and holds me close. No matter how I try to think about your flaws, you seem so perfect. It's like you're a dream. Sayori, I'm happy you love me, but I feel I don't deserve your love. I have so many flaws that I hate, and I'm afraid I'll just be a burden to you. We sit down in the grass, a calm breeze blows at us. Worse, I'm afraid I'll just be replaced when you find someone better. She rests her head on my shoulder. I'm sure you realize just how ridiculous that fear is. If I don't want to be with you, would I have spent all those years as your friend? And now I want to spend even more time with you. Sayori breaks apart from my embrace and lies down on the grass, with her hands closed, and her face turned towards the sky. Her eyes closed and her... whatever. Subaru, what's the weather? Huh? It's a sunny day. But her smile creeps across her face, and she speaks in a whisper, as if to make it clear that the words she's about to say are meant for my ears only. Maybe it is, but for me, all I see is a black rain cloud that covers the sky. I see a small crack in the cloud, with a tiny ray of sunlight trying to break through. But because of the sun trying to break through, the rain clouds send a terrible storm on the horizon. It's coming towards me at full speed. The freezing rain, the cold wind. Before she continues, I lay down next to her and put my arms around her. I rest myself up against her so she can feel my warmth. It's slowing down. She opens her eyes and continues in the same whisper. When you touched me, the storm slowed down. Not only for a little bit. That's good. That only means we still have a fighting chance. But it doesn't stop the rain from pouring down. But sunshine and rain makes a rainbow. Close your eyes and focus on the sun. You can see it. So he closes your eyes and falls silent for a few minutes. I can see the faint hint of a rainbow in the far distance. It's hard to make out since it's so far away, but I think I can see it. I press my lips against hers and caress her face. Oh my god, this is like non-stop. You know, I'm not complaining, it's just non-stop. My head would have been filled with rain clouds as well if you weren't there with me when we were kids. You give me a reason to keep going. If you could drive the rain clouds out of my head, then I'm certain I can do the same for you. I feel her fingers intertwine with mine. I think if anyone can do it, it's you. I should be well enough to return to school tomorrow. I can't wait to walk there with you. That would be nice, yeah. Though I think it's better if we hide our relationship. I feel so uncomfortable from the thought of others finding out. If that's what you want, I'll do my best. Though the thought of being in a relationship with you makes me very happy. It's weird. That thought makes me happy as well. Not because I make you happy, but because it's something I want. My love is selfish. I don't mind. You've been selfless for too long. I think you should allow yourself to be a little selfish. If you can't, then try to be selfish for my sake. You mean, make you happy by taking care of myself? Exactly. How would it make you feel if I didn't take care of myself? I'd be beyond worried. She scans me with her eyes. Okay, I'll try, but only if you do it together with me. As soon as she finishes talking, I hear a loud growl from her stomach. My stomach makes the same noise right after that, and I suddenly remembered that I never ate breakfast. I guess you didn't eat either, huh? I didn't. That won't do. We should find something to eat then. I nod. Can we maybe wait 5 more minutes? This feels so comfortable. A bright smile appears on her face. Of course. Thank you. I want to cherish this moment as well. 5 minutes in, up turning into an hour. By the time we eat, the day is already ending, and we decide to go for one last stroll around the park before heading home. I follow Sayori all the way back to her house, and I notice that neither of us want to say goodbye. After a while, I notice how late it is, so I kiss her goodnight and leave. When I get home, I let out a shout of joy as I realize that I finally have a girlfriend. Even if we plan to keep our relationship hidden until she feels comfortable with it. However, as I go to bed, I start feeling anxious. Can I really live up to her expectations of me? Can I really help her with her depression? Oh my god. It sounds like love isn't enough, and explaining my love won't work either. Just as I'm about to turn off the lights, my phone vibrates. I check it to see that she sent me a message. The message reads, "Can you promise me that you'll never lie to me?" I quickly reply that I won't ever lie to her. It's hard to fall asleep. I spend hours thinking about her. Before I fall asleep, I tell myself that I'll do anything to make her happy, even if it's at my expense. Okay. So this is a good point to stop. So as of right now, we've done the Sayori route. We're not even done yet. Each route has about 11 hours of gameplay, so we got a few more streams to go through before we finish this. But I hope you guys did enjoy. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and all of that. Follow, depending on what you're watching it on. I'm pretty dark right now, but it's okay. Hope you did enjoy. So, yeah. Peace and love, guys. For some reason the song wasn't playing, I'm not sure why. Sorry.